2018 is now the wettest year since the 1880s in Madison. Record-breaking summer rains and catastrophic flooding have made this year unforgettable.
But with two historic flooding events across southern Wisconsin in just the last 10 years now, is this flooding the new normal? Meteorologist Dave Caulfield has more on what the experts say and what you can do to protect yourself from future flooding.
Sun shines on a crisp fall day in Cross Plains. The Black Earth Creek babbling but behaving. A colossal change from 2 months ago.
That far fence line, see where that line of leaves comes? That was the water level.
For 30-year resident Jeff Meyer.
We had a 30-foot river from that curb all the way to the front stoop of the house.
More than 15 inches of rain in 24 hours' time destroyed Meyer's lawn and flooded his basement, part of his garage, and 2 of his vehicles. Jeff battled the barrage of water until 5 in the morning, but soon it was too much for the sump pumps, shop vac, and any amount of manpower to handle. For Meyer, the cleanup has been a non-stop struggle.
For winter, getting somewhat of a lawn put in, get a tree removed, trying to line up in contractors inside to fix drywall damage.
How much have the costs been over the past couple of months?
Close to 40 grand.
This is a brand new threat that we need to react to ahead of time if we want to stay ahead of it.
UW professor of meteorology John Martin says climate change is contributing to more downpours and flooding across southern Wisconsin compared to 50 years ago.
The warmer the air gets, the more water vapor there is to squeeze out in the types of storms that come by, especially summertime storms that come by and can drench us in sort of extreme rain events.
And the atmosphere isn't showing any signs of slowing down. Climate projections from the UW show a change in 2+ inch per 24-hour rain events of 2 to 5 days per decade.
I think there'll be new places, as you say, that'll be surprised that they are actually more subject to flooding than they used to be.
It was very trying times for the community.
American Family Insurance agent Mike Grazinia lives just a few miles from Jeff Meyer. He watched helplessly as hundreds of his neighbors navigated the aftermath of the rain without flood insurance.
What's most surprising is with all the people and the damages, we've quoted some, but nobody has yet to buy one since the flood.
Part of why, according to Grazinia, only about 3% of people in Cross Plains have flood insurance is the confusion surrounding the coverage.
If I'm not in a floodplain, I can't get flood insurance, and that's absolutely wrong. Anybody is eligible for a flood insurance policy as long as their community is a participating community.
In fact, it's more cost-effective to buy flood insurance if you live in a low-risk area. Grazinia says coverage in Cross Plains can range from about $40 a month for a low-risk home to $150 a month for a high flood risk house. But if you're thinking that's the end of the story, think again. Flood zones can change over time, and so can your premium. Sometimes it would just be cheaper to pay for the repairs. This insurance doesn't cover everything like personal property in your basement, and the coverage is through FEMA, meaning not all private companies offer flood insurance, so access can sometimes be tricky.
And the water just jumped right up on the street.
For Jeff Meyer, flood insurance isn't on his radar at the moment. He's making home improvements to try and lessen the impact of future flooding.
Putting a generator in. We've got some sump pumps down there. Don't want to lose power to those. Trying to re-landscape out here a little bit, to remediate any water that might be coming off the roof.
In addition,
I do recommend people to get a flood insurance policy.
Flood coverage is still one of the best options to help with cleanup costs. However, almost everyone we talked to for the story said something like this.
We need to probably revise the way that flood insurance is even available to the average consumer.
No matter the case, the most frustrating thing for Meyer is knowing we're all just at the mercy of Mother Nature.
There's not much you can do in the circumstance that we had on August 20th. I mean, there's just only so much you can do.
In Cross Plains, Dave Caulfield, WISC News 3.
If your insurance company or agent doesn't offer flood insurance, head to floodsmart.gov to find an agent who does.
The National Weather Service is still working to verify the Cross Plains rain amount of 15.33 inches. If confirmed, it would break the record for the most rain in a 24-hour period in Wisconsin history.